Hey guys, it's me Shane, and I'm here to give you another Digimon Adventure 2020 episode review and recap. Today's episode is episode 41, Mon-Mon Park in the Fog. So, before I go ahead and get into this review, please remember to hit that like button. Please remember to comment and subscribe. It really helps me out. I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers at least by the beginning, the middle of next month. If not, we're just going to keep on pushing anyway, right? Right. So let's get right on into it. If you remember last time, we had the Sora and Taichi team up, dealing with the whole soccer incident, people and Digimon being turned into fruit. Yeah. So this one's pretty familiar if you've seen the original Digimon Adventure or Digimon Season 1. So, um, slowly the voice with going with the voiceover, which funny enough, the voiceover talks about Patamon slowly getting stronger after using almost all of his energy to save everyone. We have everyone going up a long incline. Greymon and Togemon are helping push Kodomamon up. Everyone's getting tired. I do find it interesting that those two are the biggest with hands that could do this. I'm surprised like Kabuterimon wasn't helping because he has four hands. I guess it's just not as strong as those two. Those two are very hardy Digimon. Anyway, they're up at the top. They're resting. Everyone is de-digivolved. Kodomamon's resting. The children and their Digimon are. And I guess I guess they confirm that they're gonna rest there for the day. Actually, for the night. Gatomon doesn't sense any danger, any evil. Taichi and Koshiro and their partners, Agumon and Tentomon, they're gonna go scouting out just to make sure everything's okay. Meanwhile, Yamato says he's going to go out and get food. Well, Takeru decides to go with him. He even says, you didn't have to come along, and Takeru's more than happy to go with his big brother. So as they're walking, they start getting into this dense fog, and the more they walk through, they start to see this large amusement park. It just kind of appears out of nowhere. And they see all the loop de loops, and the two of them start to, well, they don't reminisce yet. What ends up happening is they look around at this park and they actually see a statue of a, I gotta call him a staple Digimon. This is Monzemon. They don't actually see Monzemon. They see a statue of Monzemon. I use air quotes now. And Monzemon, if you remember the original Digimon Season 1, Digimon Adventure 1, uh, it was taken over by Black Gears, usually a nicer Digimon that wants everyone to have fun. Its heart attack goes out and makes everyone happy, but it can also make you sad if he's evil. Very influential Digimon. One of the first Digimon on the digital pads, if you actually remember that. So they walk around, they're just kind of looking. It's really eerie and creepy. And they're reminiscing to the time that they actually went to a theme park together as a whole family. Well, this Digimon, Opossumon, not Possumon, Opossumon, appears out of nowhere, welcoming them there, saying that they are the park's guide. Um, it's happy that it has more customers. And Motto flat out says, "Well, we're technically not customers. We're only here to, we're just looking for food." And so Possumon gets sad. Takeru's like, "Well, maybe we should stay around for a little bit." And Yamato says, "We'll stay for a tiny bit." Opossumon snaps his fingers. The park comes to life. There's lights. There's the Ferris wheels are all lit up. There's music, whole 9 yards. The little balloons that it's carrying, balloons are in the air, and the brothers combo, they're on this Ferris wheel, and again they're reminiscing about the time they went as a family. Takeru makes kind of pokes fun at Yamato, telling Gabumon and Patamon, yeah, Yamato was afraid to go inside of a haunted house, and he's like, I don't, I don't remember that. Don't be telling them that. And he says, well, we couldn't go on a roller coaster because Takeru was afraid, and that's kind of they get a nice little laugh out of that. Now, a little bit of information I do want to give you is about Opossumon, who is a armor level Digimon technically its first anime appearance was in Digimon Cross Wars, The Young Tamers Who Leapt Through Time, which is technically their season 3 of Cross Wars. I enjoy the Tamers Who Leapt Through Time. It's a very nice concept of tamers and obtaining Digimon and fighting other Digimon. I highly recommend that. Although you should, to know most of the characters, you really should watch season 1 and 2 of Cross Wars. Watch it subbed, trust me. But yeah, Opossumon, armor level Digimon, technically an adult on the same par as an adult level Digimon, which is interesting because it actually digivolves from 2 or 3 other Digimon that are going to show up in this episode. So, as the brothers are riding around with the music, Opossum Mom's laugh is she. So it's done the she the whole time, but this time when it goes she, its eyes are narrowed and it has this evil smirk, uh, which is just I don't even know how they missed that. This is actually before they even got on the Ferris wheel. So the brothers are walking through. They're going to try to go to the next part because while they're on the Ferris wheel, Takeru saw the merry-go-round. That was actually something that Yamato promised that he would ride with him when they were younger and they were still a full functioning family, a nucleus family as opposed to a split up family. And out in the corner, sitting on the side of, I guess, a trash bin, they see this little cutie pie. This is Xiaomon. Xiaomon actually digivolves from a Digimon we saw earlier known as Labramon. Labramon was with Namon and that group. Funny enough, Labramon can actually turn into Opossumon. So Takeru picks him up. They're all gathered around. It's like, what's going on? What's wrong? And Labramon says, Zalmon says, you all need to leave. This place is bad and it's dangerous. Well, she, and I have to interject here. I love it when characters have their own specific laughs. That's actually one of the things I really like about One Piece is that everyone has their own type of laugh. So I digress. The she comes in and there's balloons everywhere. And Opossum Mom says, "Well, I was gonna get you while your guard was down. I guess I forgot one, but we're just gonna go ahead and just attack you anyway." His balloons clump together to make 2 large balloon monster golem things. We got our evolution sequence going through. We get Patamon turning into Pegasmon, and we get the full Gabumon turning into Garurumon scene. And they do a good job. They handle both of these things by themselves very well. One forms in between them, trying to attack Garurumon from behind. They both blast it. Thing is taken out. But apparently, during this time, a deep fog rolls back in and they're trying to find one another, but somehow it's kind of like a Yashahime episode when they were in fog, where while they knew how far from each other they were, in this one it was very disorienting. We get to a part where I skipped over some dialogue because Gabumon says so you were a bad Digimon all along after Opossum had swore he wasn't. I wrote duh because duh, come on, why would he tell you he's bad? Uh, we get to a point where Yamato hears Takeru being called and is at a haunted house. So they kind of go through, and Yamato's like, kind of coincidental that, we're in this place. And Garumon's like, huh? He's like, nothing. And they're just making their way through. On the other side, uh, Pegasus with, Takeru holding the little Xiaomon, talks to him and says, hey, what happened? And apparently, after the black lightning has struck everywhere, all the little small dudes, these are well, the device calls them baby too, but they're the baby forms, the in training forms in English. It's like the same form as Koromon or Sunamon. All these little Digimon, they gathered into the forest after the Black Lightning was striking. Suddenly, Mon-Mon Park appeared, and all of his friends were swallowed up by some type of large thing. I am going to actually give you the names of some of these Digimon because we see them first. But when they finally start speaking to Takeru, when they catch up with him, we get the name of this thing, which is Fremon. Fremon, I can actually look up right now if it ever appeared. Oh, it actually doesn't look like it actually appeared in any anime first. It did not. It showed up in a small manga. It more or less turns into the little Liamon stages, and then we see this cute thing. This thing looks like, I can't remember the artist who drew Alien Hominid or Invader Zim, but this little thing is Puroromon. This thing is adorable. It's obviously a little bee, a little fly thing. It turns into all the little insect, bee, fly Digimon. This thing's cute. This thing is adorable. Reminds me of Alien Hominid so much. So I digress. Uh, they were all swept up inside of the Monzemon statue. Luckily, Xiaomon was able to get away, and we hear Takeru, not Takeru, we hear Yamato's voice calling Takeru, and they get distracted. But meanwhile, we go back to the haunted house. They hear Takeru calling for Yamato. You know, hear Nichan this and Onichan that. It's actually just a bunch of trick balloons. Opazamon tricked them, and one of the balloons turns into Bakemon and tries to attack him from behind. Well, we get another quick cut to Takeru making his way over to the merry-go-round because that's where he hurt his brother. And at this time, they are, I believe, they are also attacked by Bakemon, who can also digivolve into Opossumon, strangely enough. Bakemon is easily dealt with by Pegasmon, but while they were distracted, Shaman was taken by Opossumon, swings away, and they go to the Monzemon statue, and he throws him on in there, but it's not really a Monzemon statue. This thing breaks apart and reveals one of my favorite Digimon. It is Waru Monzemon. Waru Monzemon is an ultimate level Digimon. You might remember him from the original Digimon Adventure because he was working for one of the Dark Masters. He's working for Machine Dramon, also known as Mugen Dramon from the original, the giant thing that actually Agumon's uh, anger rage evolution. That was his mega rage evolution in this show. But this guy was working for that Digimon in Digimon Adventure. Unfortunately, while the Holy Digimon didn't beat him, he was blown up by his dark boss for being a loser. So, unfortunately, they try to find a way how to beat this thing, try to avenge Xiaomon being eaten. The Star Shower from Pegasus just sticks into him and absorbs the energy. And Takeru kind of starts to think. He says, "Wait a minute, we." He said they all got absorbed in there. They might all still be inside, but Yamato has to, for every reason, Garurumon digivolved into Were Garurumon just to kill a Bakemon. Maybe it's because of the close quarters and Garurumon is fairly large in this hall. I'm kind of surprised he was even able to fit into the haunted house. But Digivolves in Were Garurumon, kills this thing. They make it outside in enough time to see Takeru and Pegasmon run right into Warumon's open cavity with the eye, with a glowing eye on the inside, and they're transported into the Waru dimension, is what I'm going to call it. Instantly, Yamato's calling for his brother. Where Garurumon responds, turning into Sagittarius mode, quickly going for the Kaiser Nail. I have also noted animation for this episode is really, really good. Like, really, 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 really good. The Kaiser Nail looks amazing. Ever since he had that moment where he was close to digivolving to Mega, that the animation and the power of that Kaiser Nails looked fantastic. It looked even stronger. Of course, it gets his power from consuming Digimon, so it was strong when it fought Pegasus. It's even stronger now that it has Pegasmon and Takeru inside. Inside, they meet the other young Digimon I showed you, and they have balloons on top of them. While the balloons slowly draw on their energy and being absorbed by Waru Manzemon, who is more or less is an underling of Opossumon, which is kind of remarkable that a small armor slash adult level Digimon is able to control him. Maybe because armor Digimon are like on par near champions and ultimate level Digimon. Champion equals adult. I'm sorry, I'm switching between turns, but yeah, The champions and ultimates, that's kind of the crux that armor are between, which is interesting to me. I digress. Eventually, they tell you Takeru eventually they're gonna be just sitting there riding these rides inside of the Waru dimension because they're on merry-go-rounds and everything else, and they're gonna be forced to do this forever because they're gonna be mindless soon. Uh, Pegasus turns back into Patamon. Their energy is being drained. They go glossy-eyed as well. While Warumazamon is clashing with Wergurumon uh, on the device, on the Digivice, Yamato can hear Takeru, which is important because earlier, when they were on the Ferris wheel, they couldn't even contact anyone. Because I'm guessing because of the dense fog of this weird Mon-Mon Park dimension, if there's another dimension. But he can hear Takeru saying, "Oh, we're gonna give up and just stay here," because they're losing hope and their powers being drained. Yamato's it's he's screaming into his device saying, "Hey, do not give up. You can't stay there. Remember, we're gonna go to the theme park together. Remember, and we're gonna ride the merry-go-round together. Remember." And this is actually enough to snap Takeru out of it, saying, "Oh yeah, that's right. I can't stay here. I got things to do. I got places to be with my brother." And his hope affects Patamon, which is amazing because now you don't have to slap Patamon out of it. They're being so filled with hope, the balloons above them burst into bright light. The other Digimon see this, the other baby Digimon and trained Digimon see this. They say, "Hey, they didn't lose hope, and they were able to free themselves. We need to do the same thing." So they start having hope, makes their balloons glow bright and pop as well. Patamon is saying, "Man, just everyone having faith and having hope that we're going to get out of here, we're going to get through this. I can feel your prayers and your hope." So he starts to absorb their hope and digivolve. And initially, he's turning into Pegasmon. One of the coolest things of this animation is the two wings shift into the eight, and the head goes down and becomes the Digi Egg. He has now had enough energy, enough hope to turn into Angemon once more. So his shining light is shining through the Waru Manzimon and his dimension, shining through that gap where Garurumon can see it, Yamato can see it. They do a simultaneous Kaiser Nail and Heaven's Knuckle, freeze all the Digimon that's inside of him. They're all glowing bright with hope. He is glowing bright with hope. Opossum is, of course, furious, saying just absorb all of them all over again. And Waru Mazumon actually had a dark mist attack that he was able to fight on par with Pegasmon before with his Stargazer. Nah, this thing hits Angemon, breaks into many, many pieces, and Waru Mazumon is actually starting to, shiver and shake with that little digital outline. Uh, where Garurumon was actually in a bit of trouble before that Hope scene came in because had a dark rain around him and he was starting to get affected by it. But now we go through another Heaven's Knuckle, hits Warumanzimon. Opossumon falls down first. Warumanzimon falls on top of him. Both are destroyed, and you know that Possumon is destroyed because you see his balloon go up and digitally burst. And the younger Digimon, all the in training baby Digimon, thank them, saying thank you. Maybe one day we can turn this place into something that's actually truly nice and truly remarkable. Yeah, Yamato says, "All right, Takeru, let's go look for some more food so we don't go back empty-handed." And one day, I'm definitely going to take you on the merry-go-round. Everyone's happy. We have a happy ending, a good ending. That's the episode. The encyclopedia today was on Daipenmon. The giant penguin that was in the undersea episode with the giant ice creams. The blue one is actually called Blue Hawaii, and the red one's actually called Ichigo. Ichigo in Japanese not only means 15, it means strawberry. And it is called a lot is not known about Daipenmon, but its ice attacks are legendary. This Digimon is actually the legendary beast hero from Digimon Frontier. Daipenmon is a legendary Digimon. It is a very strong mega level Digimon. So yeah, this thing gave I know they changed Kumamon's name from Frontier. I don't remember his name now, but he's part of the reason why that him and the dreaded Ice Digimon, don't remember his name. Sorry, not gonna look it up for this episode, but why they got their powers, very remarkable. The next encyclopedia is gonna be Nanimon, an old classic one as well. And the next episode, well, I did say that Taichi and Koshiro are going out to scout. Well, this is gonna find out when they were scouting, what they found out, and looks like a very metal-ish episode with Raremon. I'm looking forward to seeing how this thing turns out. Maybe we might get more glimpses of Megaforms. We're at 41 now, which means out of 66, we got 15 more episodes. There's enough time to get everybody up to snuff and ready to go. So, as always, guys, tell me what you thought of the episode. I have to rate this one. Given it was a callback to the episode with Mimi having to deal with Manzemon, and while Waru Manzemon was more of like a mindless puppet in this one, I'll give it a 4 because it touched on some nostalgia. We got to see several, 5 new Digimon, one old one, and I also I always find it interesting when one Digimon is like connected to several others in an episode. Opasumon's connected to Bakemon, Labramon, who was connected to Xiaomon, which makes Opasumon connected to Xiaomon. Very, very good episode. Not game breaking, but it's nice to get some of that brotherly aspect between Yamato and Takeru, as opposed to Oni-chan, little brother. Oh, I'm gonna go and save you. This was a good thing. These I don't want to call them I don't want to call them flashbacks, but these episodes that dig deeper into the interpersonal relationships of two of the chosen children. Really good job. Looking forward to seeing Taichi and Koshiro's relationship grow and blossom, and Koshiro's going to get some more limelight. He is. I guess you can say this episode was basically all about Takeru and Patamon. So good stuff. 4 out of 5. Let me know what you thought. Of the episode down below in the comment section. Did you enjoy it? Are you gonna miss Pegasmon? I actually kind of like Pegasmon more than Angemon, but it's okay. Please remember to hit that like button. Please remember to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified of more videos like this. I do these Digimon videos every Sunday for you guys. I'm gonna be sad when there's no more Digimon Adventure for the time being. There's no way there's not gonna be a part 2. No way. At least I hope. I hope it'll be confirmed by the end of it. Anyway, guys, remember to share the video. As always, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. As always, be good, be blessed. Wash your hands, wear a mask. Black Lives Matter, and I will definitely see you next time.